You're always valuing what happened yesterday, and what you need is what's going to happen tomorrow. so that's a struggle. Yeah. So there are strategies everywhere from £50 a week up to £100 million, and they're different. Huh? They range differently from everyone, but and from country to country. To be fair, different countries have different tax laws. So with different vehicles, but from your point of view, at the sort of normal end, I'm not going to call it the low end because I'm in that boat as well. It's as tax efficient as you can get it. That's where you start. You use all the tax efficiencies, and then you step up into different things.
Relaks Radio.
The Chat Trap.
Welcome back to the show. This is, of course, the Chat Trap on Relaks Radio. How is everybody doing? Hope your day is going absolutely amazing so far. I am Jaimmy, and welcome to the show. It is such a pleasure for me to have you on board. I want to say thank you so much for every single one of you that have been a part of the show so far. So much love going out to you. Go ahead, let me know how your day is going. Are you excited for the weekend? Call me up, let me know. The number to do so, it's on the screen, 07852 473 473. Now, I'm going to be with you for a couple minutes more, actually, but don't worry, because Relaks Radio is all about keeping you informed. It's all about keeping you aware of every single thing that's going on. So go right ahead and tune in, be a part of this journey with us, because this journey means absolutely nothing to us without you. So we value every single one of you. We value that you're here with us today. Make sure that you leave a comment down below. Make sure that you hit that thumbs up button if you're listening to us on our social media as well. I want to say so much love going out to you. If there's something specific that you want me to talk about, go ahead and let me know. You know, there's so many ways that you can get in contact with me. You can very simply leave a comment down below, because this is happening live and I can have a live conversation with you, which is always pretty cool. And I can also connect with you. You can connect with me by calling the number on the screen, by WhatsApping, calling, whatever it is, or heading on over to our social media and dropping us an inbox message or a direct message or whatever it is that you call it. Just make sure that there are plenty of, I want you to know that there's plenty of ways for you to get in contact with me. There's plenty of ways for you to, tell me what you like, tell me what you don't like. It doesn't matter. Go ahead and get on board the show. Now, with that being said, I do want to talk about something. Okay, I don't know how to start this, because when I read it, I think I've touched on this before, but it is a very deep topic to talk about. It is a very subjective and it's a very sensitive topic, I would say, and that's with regards to Marilyn Manson. Now, I know that there are people out there who are such massive fans of Marilyn Manson, and I know that a lot of the fans are in disagreement that this can actually happen, which is same, right? If you don't really know what's happening with Marilyn Manson, then here's a bit of a rundown. So Marilyn Manson has been on the news for all the wrong reasons, because apparently there are so many women that are coming across and claiming that Marilyn Manson has sexually abused them, which when I heard, I was just like, no, not another star, because I feel like this year we've spoken of Noel Clarke, right? We've spoken of so many celebrities that are getting exposed for all of the sexual abuses, the physical abuses, the verbal abuses, whatever it is, the discrimination that they're doing. And it's just so sad to see celebrities, people that you look up to, having such a bad rap or doing things that are so not okay. And that is the case with Marilyn Manson. Basically, if you're just tuning in, we're talking about how Marilyn Manson has has been in the news for all the wrong reasons lately, because Marilyn Manson is facing so many claims from so many women about sexual abuse and physical abuse and whatnot, right? So the first person that actually made this claim is a model. I think her name is Ashley Morgan. Okay, so she is Ashley Morgan Smithline. She's a model, and she says that she was subjected to rape, to sexual assault, bodily harm, unlawful imprisonment. Oh my goodness, if these allegations are true, what the heck? Like, this is not even funny. This is serious stuff that needs to be spoken about. And she's just one of the stars that, or one of the women that have come forward to make sexual abuse claims. We also have Game of Thrones actress Esme Bianco, who sued singer Marilyn Manson for alleged sexual assault and battery, which to me is just like, nah, man. There's been like 4 women, and there's more women that are coming forth and saying that Mr. Manson has actually coerced these actresses and singers and models with drugs and force and threats of force to get them to conduct sexual activities. That's just not okay, y'all. And so just to give you an update of what's happening with the case, Marilyn Manson actually has spoken up about this, and Marilyn Manson has filed to dismiss Esme Bianco's sex assault case. So according to Marilyn Manson, he obviously says that none of this is true. For me, just in my head, again, this can be my opinion, so you could very well disagree with it, but my opinion is that we have a bunch of women that have come forward and said that Marilyn Manson has actually done a lot of not okay things, right? So is it still, there's always, if there's a fire, there's always smoke, if you remember that proverb. But that's definitely one thing I remember, and so many women are coming forth and making their stories be heard, and I don't know, I just don't know what to believe anymore. And so Marilyn Manson says that it's not true. All of these allegations are baseless, and it's not true. And basically earlier this year, when all of these people started saying that Marilyn Manson has committed acts of sexual abuse against them, and that he repeatedly used drugs and force and whatnot, Manson says, whose real name is actually Brian Warner, and he says that he has filed to dismiss the case, saying that he denies each and every allegation. So I guess it's just a lot of controversy. It's a lot of scandal. It's a lot of things to talk about. And I definitely want to know what's going on in your head. Things like sexual abuse, these cases, I'm glad that it's getting spoken about. And I'm glad that these women came forward. But I'm very curious and interested to see if it's true. And if according to what Marilyn Manson says, none of this is true. But I want to know if these women actually are saying the truth, and if so, I am so sorry about these women or what these women had to go through. But let's find out, as and when we get to know, I will inform you, which is why you need to keep it tuned right here on Relaks Radio. We do have a lot more interesting things to talk about, so make sure that you keep it tuned right here on Relaks Radio.
The valuations that you place on an asset are always behind you. It's always in hindsight. It's never in front of you. And that's one of the challenges, right? Because you're always valuing what happened yesterday, and what you need is what's going to happen tomorrow. What am I saving or investing for? Why am I doing it? When will I need the money? And how much money do I need? Yeah. So that's quite important, because when you're looking at your net worth, you got to start with saying, well, what do I want my net worth to be? So that there's a goal, and then work backwards. How do I get there? And if I can start with £50 or $50 a week, if I save that every week, and you can go online and use calculators online. I don't have to teach you the maths behind it, but you can say, okay, and if I get a 3% return, and I put this away for how long will it take to reach my goal? And that's called just this basic cash flow projection calculations. And it's what we use in financial planning all the time. What we say to clients is, we say, okay, what is your goal? What is your objective? Where do you want to go to? And we discuss that in a lot of detail and over most of the meeting. And then the rest of it is saying, okay, in your exact circumstances, with your risk profile, with how you feel about investments and pensions and taxes and where you are and who you work with and your education level or your lack of education or how involved you want to be. There's a lot of variables that we take into account, and then we say, okay, here's a plan. You start like this, that's great. And then we review it all the time. And we say, okay, we need to increase it, we're on track, we're not, this is what has happened. Because remember, when you're dealing with assets, the valuations that you place on an asset are always behind you. It's always in hindsight. It's never in front of you. And that's one of the challenges, right? Because you're always valuing what happened yesterday. And what you need is what's going to happen tomorrow. So that's a struggle. Yeah. So there are strategies everywhere from £50 a week up to £100 million pounds. And they're different, right? They range differently from everyone, but and from country to country, to be fair. Different countries have different tax laws, so different vehicles. But from your point of view, at the sort of normal end, I'm not going to call it the low end because I'm in that boat as well. It's as tax efficient as you can get it. That's where you start. You use all the tax efficiencies and then you step up into different things.
And it gives them something to look at, and it makes them laugh. It makes them laugh, so that's why I do it.
Oh, and it could be a really good pickup line as well. Ladies who ask, "Hey, excuse me, so why are you wearing something so colorful?" I mean, hey, you can always have something up on your sleeve. I mean, got me thinking. You want to stand out. Why do you want to stand out though so much, especially with these kind of shirts when you're riding? There must be a purpose behind it, right?
Well, when you say a purpose, Nick, what I do, I wear the shirts mainly